People are going to war for Pokemon cards at Costco right now.
Prismatic Evolutions has been very, very difficult to get.
I'm scared for the hobby.
Should I open it?
Ah!
What do I do with you?
Pokemon is all the rage these days, from TCGP to Costco raids to the traumatic evolutions. If any of those got you hooked back onto them PictoChat days on the school bus, then you'll probably know what this is. This is a Pokeball tin containing 3 packs, and once you get your fix of dopamine, you realize that you could have bought this card for a third of the price. And now you're left with a Pokeball. A lot of Pokeballs. Like seriously, what are you gonna do with all of them? Konnichiwa, minasan. Naitendo Tachiwa have developed the ultimate console for new and old fans alike. Today we present the Pokeboy. Yo, Nani the feedbass is this? We ran out of budget. What? That's impossible. I mean,
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
that's right, PCB way, and it's perfect for this video because having a custom PCB saves a lot of time. Hit CC, select PCB instant quote. Quick order PCB, then load the Gerber file. Go through the options, add to cart, and check out. What's that? You don't have a 3D printer? Ah! You're never gonna believe this. Go to where it says 3D printing. Load the 3D model, select the quantity, then select all the little fun stuff like a preferred material. Submit your order for review and wait for approval. Once approved, you're all set to order. So what are you waiting for? You got a Pokeboy to make. Get your parts today at PCB Way. Oh man, these turned out great. All the 3D printed stuff, these are for later. This is what I need, right? The PCB is super simple. All the modules go in place. Wow, buttons! Diode, MOSFET, resistor, go! Because some guy on YouTube said I should. Okay, so, slight problem. My battery hasn't arrived yet. Like it's been about a month! Everything else is here! What do I do?
Bombastic.
Oh shit. Well, there's the screen. Oh hey look! An apple tree.
Oh my god, bro.
Welcome back, class. Positive to positive, ground to ground, wire up the speakers and tape it down. And you're done. Wait, where's the Raspberry Pi? Now in designing the layout, there were 2 ways to go about this. In scenario A, the Pi is a bottom. Then we run 11 wires to the screen and 1 wire for the power button. Pretty simple. But what I decided to do was to marry the Pi and the screen. Then we send down our power cables and ground, 1 for the audio, and 10 wires for the buttons. Wait. Now the most astute observer will notice that the Vaporeon... So yeah, you would have 2 extra wires, but RetroPie has this cool little function where you could reassign any of the buttons. So me, knowing fully well that I'll definitely mess up the wiring, I can always change which button does what, so it won't matter. Plus, wiring this up is a pain in the...
I am never updating you!
Hey, what you watching?
Oh, some guy turned a Pokeball into an emulator.
Ah, that's pretty cool. So, why isn't he saying anything?
I think it just got lazy.
I see. Oh, wait, the software. Now, I don't really know if I would have showed this part. It's like any other RetroPie build out there. Like, install RetroPie with SSH in, update the firmware, run the installer, tell it to auto-start RetroPie from boot, add this line to the config file so that the audio works, change the default audio settings, and like pretty much all the other tutorials out there, I'm not going to tell you how you could go onto Reddit, look for the ROMs, and use SSH WinSCP to drag and drop those files into the Pi. Because that would be totally immoral and unethical. I didn't play a lot of games as a kid. I was too stuck on the tutorial of Sonic Unleashed to play anything else. Yet, I remember that fateful day that I found a washed up seal on the curb. Then I threw it away, went to school, came back from school, picked it up, and started collecting hundreds of fake Pokemon cards from the Asian market. I got into the show, rage quit Sonic Unleashed, and started playing Pokemon Pearl. I stole my cousin's version of Ruby and convinced my dad to buy me a cheap, broken Game Boy off of eBay and ventured on my first board repair. It took me 3 years to figure out that the fuse was missing. And then, I stopped Pokemon altogether. A whole Ash time later, I got back in, completed my childhood, and was given the opportunity to go full cycle. If you want to make one for yourself, I am not liable for any attempts. Anyway, the documentation and the CAD files can be found in the description below. If you do make one of these, send me some pictures. I'd love to see them. And once again, thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Not only are their PCBs top of the line, but so are their 3D printed parts. I don't really need 2 of these. If this video gets 42,069 views, I will give 1 comment this ball. Well, the video's over. You can get back to work now. Hey, do you need some background music? My boy JAC got your back. Ground music. What do I do with the rest of these tins? This is generational debt. This thing cost $1,000? Okay, thanks. Thank you. This book is awesome. A Gengar was a Clefable. I need a job. Oh, General Kenobi.